I'll have to leave the meeting at 9 o'clock for another meeting in Columbia, so if we're not finished here, Vice Mayor Williams will take place. Joyce, you call the roll for us, please.
Councilmember Sevier.
Present.
Councilmember Fox.
Present.
Councilmember Williams.
Present.
Mayor Durham.
Present.
Councilmember Moore.
Present.
All present, we have quorum.
All right, with the quorum present, I'll call this meeting to order. This is our regular scheduled meeting for January 25th, 2018. We'll start in a word of prayer and a pledge. I'm going to ask that our Fire Chief, Jay Moore, ask for prayer, and that our Police Chief lead us in the pledge afterwards.
Dear Lord, thank you for this day, and thank you for the blessings you've given us, Lord. Thank you for the ability, Lord, for us to be able to be here today, Lord, and take part in this meeting, Lord. We pray that you be with the council, Lord, as they make decisions for the citizens of the city of Lawrenceburg, Lord. Lord, just give them the wisdom and the knowledge, Lord, to do what they need to do, Lord. And Lord, go with us throughout the day and deliver us back to our destination safely, Lord, and watch over us and protect us. All these things we ask in your name.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, gentlemen, we're going to be looking at the minutes of a previous meeting. In front of you, you have a copy. Also, you should have gotten a copy by email. If there's no additions, changes, or deletions, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
Motion to
Have a
approve.
motion to approve. And a second. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of approving the minutes, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The minutes are approved. All right. I want to start off the meeting today with it's a sad day for me. Pat, you have at least one fan here, and it's me. You're my hero. We're going to be recognizing you today on your retirement, and you can ask my family. I said, you look, if I'm ever sick or down, you won't. I call you guys my guys. I said, you want my guys to come in the door, and I said, you want Pat Quillen to be working on you, and so. Because I just have that much faith in you, and you know, I've not only here, but I've been acquainted with you with your work at Murray Regional, at what they do up there, and at their ambulance service and things, and so I just really appreciate the high standard you brought to our fire department, and actually there's guys in the department who have learned from you, and you leave that with us too. So. We're not losing all of you today, so. But I want to congratulate you on that, and I've got a plaque here on behalf of Mayor and Council that I want to present to you. And I didn't know you was hurt.
Yeah, got a good swing. You know, they always tell you don't go hitchhiking.
There you go.
Ultimate thumb from ultimate ride.
I believe there's many folks here that share the same faith in you that I do too, and wish you well on your retirement. I don't know what you have planned, but hopefully some relaxation.
Keep on going.
Well, you've been on the go for years, you know, and so it's okay to relax a little bit and take some time. So, and I hope you get to do that. So, this is from the Office of the Mayor of the City of Lawrenceburg to certify that Battalion Chief Pat Quillen is hereby presented this retirement award for outstanding performance and faithful service to the Board of Mayor and Council and the citizens of the City of Lawrenceburg through your dedicated service in the Lawrenceburg Fire Department. Thank you for over 27 years of service. This 25th day of January 2018. Pat, thank you and congratulations on your retirement.
You not going to do a picture? Yeah. That's what I was saying. Well, he's taking off.
What do you usually do when you're here?
I'm going to take your picture. Okay.
You gone.
What'd I say?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ain't told any jokes yet.
Yeah, but we're going to do something a little different here, okay? Make a picture here. Known to do this, okay? All right, okay. Okay, Mayor, okay. Y'all did good. Y'all didn't fall down.
All right.
Oh, thank you,
you.
Mayor.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, Chris, I'll turn the table over to you for your business.
Okay, I'll try to keep it quick this morning. Just like to thank several of the departments for the work they performed during the ice and snow we had last week, especially DPW, the fire department, and sanitation, and police department, the ones that have to be here. Gary Wayne's guys did an outstanding job getting all the trash picked up, especially considering there was a holiday in that mix as well. So just want to thank those guys, also the fire department, for their continued work. They had 2 separate incidences of the pipes freezing at Station 2. They're doing a lot of the work on that themselves. We've got an insurance claim filed, but they're taking care of a lot of the problems themselves, so we appreciate what they do. So just want to thank those departments. And for a department manager report this morning, I've asked Judy Hartsfield to present instead of a department manager. She wanted to run over some information on the Ingram Sal Library project that the Kiwanis Club is doing. Ingram Sal is the city's sponsored school, so she would like to address the council this morning about that project. Sure.
Thank you, Chris. First of all, I want to thank the city of Lawrenceburg for the Ingram, on behalf of Ingram Sal, for all the service work and y'all adopting them as a project. Last summer they had a Safe and Smart program, and I was in charge of getting raters for that, and there was no problems getting the raters. The mayor went, Chad, Jamie, Robin, and Ronald went. Doug, Alinda, and Joyce participated. Edie and Margaret, I think everybody in the admin participated. Thank you to Jay, and the fire department was great in the reading program over the summer. The fire department just took every Monday. I didn't even have to worry about calling and reminding. The fire department took off. Also, Terry Beecham and the police officers, they did absolutely awesome. They even had one day of reading in Spanish, which was absolutely wonderful. But we've all been over there, and we know that the need there. But I also want to mention DPW, because they have always, the way I understand it, they've always been a service worker. If it's painting lines for the parking lot, putting together playground equipment, servicing the playground equipment. And on behalf of Ingram Sal, I do want to say thank you to the city. I gave each one of y'all, some of you will have to share, I gave you this project that they're needing. A lot of the furniture and fixtures from Ingram Sal came from the Old West Highland School. What happened Tuesday, this was brought to me in April a few months ago of the need of the library, and so we just kind of made a step forward through the Kiwanis and from more sister clubs in the community. The shelving is homemade shelving, plywood. The shelving is buckling in the center from the weight of the books. Some of the books are sticking out an inch or two from the shelf. So the Kiwanis Club, what y'all have in front of you is the Kiwanis website, and it shows, and y'all have some books there in front of you. And these books that you have in front of you, they're a cost of $20 a book. You can go onto LawrenceburgKiwanis.com and you can order a book in honor, in memory, or if you just want to flat out just donate books. I know Chad is going to come to Kiwanis this Tuesday, and he's going to talk. So if you open the book inside, you see it says in honor, or memory, or thank you. So Chad will have a book, that one of those books donated in his name to the library, and we're on this thing to try to get the books updated. Not only are they needing hardback books, they need e-books, they need instructional books. There's lots of things. But first and foremost is they really want to address the shelving. And if you look, it's various kinds of shelving that they need, mostly maple. It's what they're needing over there. They're also needing furniture. The furniture they have, like I said a while ago, goes back to, when it was West Highland School. I'm sure we have a lot of people here, they're probably alumni from there. But if you can imagine when you were a child there and went to the library, those are still the chairs and the tables that they're utilizing, which, that's okay, but, we're looking at the big picture. A technology center would be great for the students. And on the book, back to the books have to meet certain criteria. And right now, they have approximately 6,000 books on the shelf. They have 500 students. and each student averaged 2 to 3 times a week coming through that library. So they're really needing a push for the books, and of course for the books you've got to have the shelving. And so the total cost of their wish list, I think, is about $32,000. I'm not sitting here asking you all to write a big check or anything like that. Don't worry about that. But I'm just letting you all know that individually, if you do have a book, or you would like to do in memory of somebody or in honor of someone, or if you just would like to donate a book for yourself, that they'll put the sticker in the front, what the book's for, and what we're really trying to do is maybe do a 36 months project, maybe a 60 months project, or maybe just do one huge, maybe a concert or a tractor pull or something like that, maybe just to get the whole money in. But we really are wanting to take this on, and to do this, we really need the support, of the community. So, does anybody have any questions? Oh, and let me add this, the Kiwanis, we did, over the Christmas break, we did get the whole library a new coat of paint. It looks great. The county donated the paint, and we paid for the painters to come in and paint the library. And most of these libraries, they are funded by the school board or the county. That's right. But a lot of times, what really they get their funding is through these book fairs. The last time Ingram South had a book fair, they didn't even gross $500. So this is the money that goes back into the library for their resources. And so this is something that I'm hoping, April's hoping, Doug, Al, we're hoping that the community comes together and give these children a library that they're proud of. Do y'all have any questions or anything?
No, I hope that we get the money raised a lot quicker than that. I think, guys, this is something we can get on board with pretty quick. And, top it up a lot, it's something I think the community can get behind.
But I gave you all a sample of the books. You see, it's the books have to meet certain criteria to be put on the shelf to be accredited. So if I can help in any way, you can contact myself or April to Al. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Judy.
the report. Chris, I'll send it back to you.
That's all I have.
That's all you have? All right, I don't have any old business on the table, gentlemen, so we'll move to new business and legal issues. And Mr. Betts, I'll turn the table over to you.
First matter this morning, Mayor, is the public hearing on Ordinance 1222. It's an ordinance to amend the zoning ordinance entitled, Ordinance 789 entitled the zoning ordinance. This is to rezone property R3 from C3 on Triple K Avenue. Anyone care to address the board concerning Ordinance 1222 this morning? Seeing none, Mr. Mayor, the next matter is Ordinance 1222, an ordinance to amend Ordinance 789 entitled the zoning ordinance of the City of Lawrenceburg. Public hearing has been held. It's here for second and final reading today.
Motion to approve.
I've got a motion to approve and a second. Any discussion on this ordinance? Given ample time, seeing no discussion. If you're in favor of ordinance number 1222, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed by like sign. And ordinance number 1222 is approved on second and final reading.
Ordinance 1223, an ordinance to amend Title 8, Chapter 1, Section 8110 of the Lawrenceburg Municipal Code entitled Alcoholic Beverages and Ordinance 1203. This ordinance deals with the recent ordinance that we passed concerning special events permits. There was some confusion in the language of the ordinance as it was passed, and what this amendment or new ordinance will do, it will specify that there will be a $250 fee for each event in a multiple events application required, and that's what the change will be, and that's for your consideration on first reading today.
Motion to approve.
I've got a motion to
Second.
approve and a second. Do I have any discussion on this ordinance? All right, seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of ordinance 1223, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And ordinance number 1223 moves to second reading.
Ordinance 1224, an ordinance to amend 1207 entitled Budget Appropriations of Revenue and Expenditures for the 17-18 fiscal year for the City of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee Administration Department. This is to add some funds for salaries that were not budgeted, and that is here for first reading today.
Motion to approve.
I got a motion to
Second.
approve and a second. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, if you're on the page behind. In favor of ordinance number 1223, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And ordinance number 1223 moves to second reading. All right, hang on a second, I got done 1224, I'm sorry. And 1224 moves to second reading.
Next is a resolution authorizing the City of Lawrenceburg to enter into an agreement with Judy Hartsfield to serve as part-time HR administrative assistant, and that's for your consideration.
I got a motion to approve.
Seconded.
And a second. Any discussion on this? Seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of this resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That resolution is approved.
Next, a resolution to show support for Lawrence County to request the Tennessee State Legislature to provide alternative funding for the central dispatch personnel. That's for your consideration today.
Motion to approve. Second.
I got a motion to approve, and I've got a second. Any discussion on this? Seeing no discussion on this resolution, if you're in favor of this resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed by like sign, and this resolution is approved.
Next, a resolution of the Board of Mayor and Council of the City of Lawrenceburg to authorize the Lawrenceburg Fire Department to apply for an Assistance to Firefighters grant, purchase firefighting equipment, and to enter into a contract for JMCM Consulting to apply for and administer the grant. This calls for a 5% match if we are approved, and that's for your consideration today.
Motion to approve.
All right, got a motion
Seconded.
to approve and a second. Any discussion? All right, seeing no discussion, if you're in favor of this resolution, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That resolution is approved.
Next, gentlemen, a resolution for the Board of Mayor and Council of the City of Lawrenceburg to authorize the Lawrenceburg Fire Department to apply for an Assistance to Firefighters grant, purchase firefighting equipment, and enter into a contract with JMCM Consulting to apply for and administer said grant. This is a different grant, but the match is still 5%, and that's for your consideration today.
Motion to
We
approve.
got a motion to approve.
Seconded.
Second. All right. All right. Any discussion on this resolution? Seeing no discussion, if you're in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed, and that resolution is approved.
Next, a resolution of the Board of Mayor and Council of the City of Lawrenceburg to apply for a federal historic preservation grant, and that's for your consideration today.
Motion to approve.
I got a motion to approve.
Second.
And a second. Do we have any discussion on this?
Does it tell on here, how much is this grant for? That
The
would apply
funds
for?
have not been determined yet. Those will be made by the state at a later date. This just gives us the ability to go ahead and make application for that.
Okay.
I've been trying to get this done for 16 years, guys. Yeah, hopefully it's fixing to take place. All right, so any other discussion? Seeing
I
no
ran
further.
into somebody the other day that said they knew who shot Davy, but
You didn't ask any further questions?
no.
All right, so seeing no further discussion, if you're in favor of this resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed, and that resolution is approved.
Got you finished 5 minutes early, Mayor.
Thank you.
That's all I have to
Appreciate
say.
that, sir.
Motion to adjourn.
Hey, one quick thing.
Yeah.
I promised James Gordon Freeze yesterday that I'd start promoting the Bill Anderson Band, March 22nd,
All right.
on a Thursday night. And James is a friend of mine. Not many people know it, but I take piano lessons from him, have been for a long time. Can't play worth a doggone, but I like it.
We was just talking about his daddy.
And, yeah, I know it. But I told him I'd start doing that, so if y'all don't care, start promoting. Bill Anderson Band's gonna be here.
And
James
Councilman
Gordon-
Williams is gonna be the lead-in for Bill Anderson's
No.
show on the piano.
That's not gonna happen. But anyway, James Gordon Freeze is a local citizen from here, born and raised here. And
He is.
has been playing for them for a long time, so y'all go and see that. Thank you.
When is that?
March 22nd. I think that's right.
You gonna be gone, man.
All right. Any other discussion?
Motion to adjourn.
I've got a motion. I already got a
Second.
motion to adjourn.
There you go.
Second. All right, this meeting's adjourned.